Guarda che
Forse
freschezza.
no.
Thiago in mezzo. No, Thiago in
È una,
mezzo.
è una barriera di punizione.
Thiago in
cui
mezzo che prende bastonate da tutti e due i lati.
è giusto.
English.
Fair enough.
Hello guys, we are back. Welcome
Live.
back to the Stripe Show. As always, Matteo, Andrea, and Thiago. And someone need to speak the truth. So if you want to say anything, Andrea and Thiago, while I send you the link to everybody, we're gonna have like a 25-30 minutes of this episode. We are missing we're remaining silent for the last
We are not
week.
We're not here to be friendly, to be just kind. We're not just beautiful, wonderful faces, but we are here also to speak the truth, to talk to people what is happening and why it's happening.
Guys, I'm ready to listen because I
Come on.
No, in this case,
you're the man of the people.
No, I mean, I feel like
you're the star of the show.
But I think the people should start to think like we don't owe the truth. Also, because there is never one truth. But yeah, no, I mean, ready to give my opinion regarding the situation and all the topics you wanna talk about. But we're at the end of this episode, we're not gonna have the truth. It's not gonna be us.
yeah, definitely.
Why are you scared? Are you afraid of anything, Andrea?
No, I'm not afraid of. Now I don't know what you wanna talk exactly when you wanna talk about, but
okay. Let me finish this post because I'm not multitasking. Okay?
In general,
I'm getting old.
In general, Matteo is not being afraid, but try
no,
to think.
I usually hate really much the international break. First of all, because yes, I like watching the national team, the Italian national team, but only during like the big competition, like World Cup, European, Euro competition, or like even Olympic Games. Okay, but really I hate having the international break for like just friendly match or for like the qualifying matches. Okay, I hate it, and especially because during these 2 weeks, that especially when Juventus loses the last game before the international break. We know that there are going to be so many rumors, so many voices around that, so many stories around that they're honestly, I think they're annoying. But that's me. Okay, that's me. So, and I would like to start today with this because this morning I woke up, okay, and I found like a notification, and it said that the Buffon wanted to keep playing and eventually will leave Juventus because he want to play more. Okay. What do you guys think about this?
You want to go first, Thiago?
You're in the middle. You're in the middle.
Okay, it's my turn.
You're ready for it.
Okay, so I'm gonna take it from when Buffon left Juventus and went to play for Paris Saint-Germain.
Yep.
As a not only a Juventus supporter, but like a super huge Buffon fan, because he's seriously one of my favorite Juventus player and soccer player in general. I was kind of upset first because I always dreamt of Buffon spending his whole career with Juventus and not going to play for another team. And specifically, I was kind of upset because he was going to play for a team that, in theory, we could have met in the Champions League or in a European competition. That was already something that I didn't dream of, Then he came back to Juventus, and I, of course, as a again Juventus supporter and Buffon fan, I was super appreciated, and I was super happy. And we have been talking about Buffon being a leader, and his voice present, more present than the commentary most of the time during the game. But it's happening again. I mean, as a fan, I'm kind of upset because he's gonna play for another team instead of taking the chance that he lost a few years ago. That is finish your career with Juventus and eventually start a new one. I think big players like him live out of adrenaline and competition, and willing to show their skills. And probably Buffon is passing this long transition in his life where it's hard to give up what he has been doing for his whole life. But as a supporter, I hope he's gonna do so as soon as possible, because he can be a great asset for the Juventus cause.
You've been too political, Enrique. Honestly,
I
this
will
is
be
not
less
the.
political.
Honestly, I was expecting something different for the start of the show, but okay, I that I respect your opinion. Thiago, go ahead, because I know you have something to say, and then I'm gonna be the man, the bad guy in the village after this.
Okay.
There is a point, because we know that Buffon likes to be the man that plays the big matches. So if he leaves Juventus to another team to stay on the pitch, where will he play? And how will he leave Italy once again to play where he will be a starting goalkeeper? And another thing, I'm kind of sick of bullshit rumors in this international break. So it's okay to be mad, and it's okay to speculate, but in the end of the day, you need to be professional. Of course, that rumors about Buffon's career, Buffon's life will exist until the day that he decides to leave the sport entirely. But honestly, this is kind of bullshit to worry about, despite the fact that we love the guy, and we love the goalkeeper, we love the person Buffon, because he is the one that is always there. But in the same time, we are worried about our leadership. So if we're willing to change this situation where maybe De Ligt will be the captain of Juventus in the future, how will De Ligt be the captain with Buffon, Chiellini, and other guys over there? So Juventus, the discrepancy between Juventus fans is, some fans want Allegri's return, okay, and other fans want a team full of younger players. Is that it's difficult to mix those two things? So yes, maybe Buffon will leave, maybe Buffon needs to leave. It's not to me to say, but this is the moment that we'll need to worry about it.
First of all, Buffon is a legend. Period. Okay, he's a legend. Okay, he has nothing to show that he already showed. Okay, that's it. He's 43 years old. Okay, I'm his age, I think. Okay, and after I play a soccer match, I have trouble for 3 days before going. I'm not able to walk for 3 days. Okay, and what I think, and of course, Buffon is a legend. He's a champion. He's a hero. Is whatever it is. Okay, I think he's moved by something, because I think right now I think he would like to play in another World Cup. The next World Cup is going to happen next year, and then after that retire. Okay, so maybe because of that he want to play more, and I understand. Okay, he's totally fine with that feeling that you want to have. But let's face the truth. Okay, 3 years ago he left to go to Paris Saint-Germain, and he plays and he played less than half of the season, because I guess he has some health issue, and then the Paris Saint-Germain have other 2 goalies. One was Areola, and the other one was Trapp, I think. And he had a couple of bad mistakes in Champions League that was really costly for Paris Saint-Germain, because they allowed Manchester United to go through Paris Saint-Germain. He came back with the idea to be the backup. Okay, he's been the backup for like the last 2 years. All of a sudden, this morning he woke up and you see Gazzetta dello Sport, you see Tutto Sport talking about Buffon want to play more. Okay, so is it because he want to play the next World Cup? Because I think if that is the issue, I need to take the phone, call Mancini, and say, "Hey, hi Roberto, hi coach." He say, "Look, of course, he cannot play because Donnarumma today is a better player than him. He's a better goalie than him. Okay, let's face the truth. Okay, he can say, hey, I'm interested or going to like Qatar if we qualify and be like the third goalie. Okay, at that point, I think nobody's gonna say no to him. Okay, so even if it's the second, the backup at the Juventus is gonna be the third goalie at the World Cup, it's okay. I think nobody's gonna say no because honestly, let's face that too. Okay, we don't have a lot of goalie right now in Italy. Okay, we are with Audero, we had Cragno. Meret is the backup of Ospina, so maybe it's not what we were expecting. To Scuffet, it disappeared. Okay, we don't have much more other than that. Audero, okay, maybe we'll see. But why these rumors coming out right now, especially after the Juventus losing against Benevento? I would say that the senators, the veteran, are not really so into this team, or maybe the relations between Pirlo and his assistant are not so as great as we think of. So right now, I think Juventus have bigger issues than what Buffon is going to play next year. I think,
but it can also be a communication strategy. You know, a couple of weeks ago,
to go where? To go where?
No. Exactly. I think it's exactly what you said. No, the little by little, even if we don't like the idea, we don't like the term. We're getting rid of the senators because, as Thiago said, it's something that needs to happen if we want to see this evolution of the team. I don't think he's talking about Buffon is really moved by trying to participate to the World Cup or any other competition.
That is just my idea, just my something that
no. I understand, but I see my point of view is that I see him as I was telling you. That is like hard to give up the feeling, the pitch feeling. I mean, I think that's what it is. And also we need to consider that this is the greatest of all time, and he basically gained the possibility to do whatever he wants. He wanted to go to play for Paris Saint-Germain, and Paris Saint-Germain just say yes because you cannot say no to Buffon. He came back to Juventus, and Agnelli said Buffon decides how long he wants to keep playing, because Buffon gained this.
Are you sure that it was the right choice to get him back?
I don't know, but until last week we were talking about thanks God Buffon is in the bench, and when he's in the pitch, thanks God Buffon is in the pitch. Not because
I cannot disagree. I'm sorry that to disagree with that.
No. Don't be sorry. Thanks God you disagree.
But I just tell you this because I of course Szczesny is not at the level of Buffon. Okay. But Szczesny, can we say that and is a top 10 in the world? Top 10? No,
wait. Are we talking about technical skills? Because that's not what I was talking about.
Are you able to find a 10 goalie better than Szczesny today in the world?
Donnarumma.
No, Donnarumma is the best. Okay. You have Donnarumma or Black, Ter Stegen, maybe Neuer, okay, Navas. I would say Navas.
Neuer is too old. I don't go.
Yeah, but I after other than them, I don't have I don't have many other better than Chesney, right? Okay.
But can be a reason, a most regular reason possible.
I'm so tired of hearing this thing every time Chesney get score on. Oh, we need Buffon.
I don't. No, I'm agree. I'm agree with you. I'm not on the side. I told you. I don't consider Chesney a bad goalkeeper, but for sure we can be talking about the character and compare the two characters all night long. No. That's why I was telling you until last week we believed Buffon in the pitch or in the bench was a bless, because you could hear his voice motivating and charging, and sometimes using bad words with our player that nobody. Chesney, I cannot hear Chesney doing that. And it's important for a goalkeeper. It's important for the first defender to have these kind of skills.
Maybe Buffon is just tired of his routine. Because he left the club, his routine changed a lot, and then he returned because he missed the guys, the team. Chiellini called in, Agnelli called him, but then you return to the same training center, doing almost the same training routine. Sometimes this can be a little bit boring in the end. So can be just a human reason to leave the club inside the mind of the biggest goalkeeper of all time.
It could be.
Isn't that a conversation? Yeah. Okay. So this was the first topic I wanted to talk about. We even talked more than I thought. And the other rumor has to be one today, because of course we are in the middle of international break. Even if the international break is almost over, but we still like 5 days. 5 days away from the Juventus playing against Torino. So nobody is talking about the Derby della Mole. That actually is going to be a key game for our season, because if Juventus doesn't win the game on Saturday, it will be interesting to see what's going to happen. And so there was like an Italian journalist, Fabiana Dalla Valle from the Gazzetta dello Sport, saying that there is a rumor basically that Marcello Lippi could go back to Juventus. I would say like a senior advisor. Okay, and direttore tecnico, I think his technical director is not the right translation. So I guess like a senior advisor, I would say. And even here, guys, everybody I think is in love with Marcello Lippi for what he has done with Juventus and what he has done with the national team, right? And everybody respects him for what he's done, for who he is. Okay, but last experience it was in China. I didn't go that well either. Okay, he's a great man. He probably knows a lot of soccer, maybe a lot more than me. Okay, but what he's gonna go back to do?
I think there is a lack of content during the national break, and that's why all these topics come out, Matteo. And we shouldn't take it too seriously, because it's only gossip and rumors that wants to create
maybe the president it's all alone in the smoking area. He needs someone to.
Well, he's a grandpa. He's a grandpa right now, because his son gave him I think he has one nephew at least. Okay, be a grandpa. You're happy. You achieve everything you could have achieved.
Money's not a problem.
Money's not a problem. You achieve everything you could achieve. You won the Champions League with Juventus and the World Cup with the Italy team. Why you want to go back?
The only one that I would accept back in this case, talking about grandpas, is Luciano Moggi. Even as a grandpa, he could make the difference in his field.
Okay, so at least we had the same opinion about that. Another rumor that was going around today. Let me say hi to Daniel first.
Ciao, Daniel.
And the other rumor I want to say today is this. So it looked like Aguero is not going to go back to Manchester City. So basically, he's going to be a free agent. Okay. Yeah, and of course, Juventus should sign Aguero. Yes, you should sign Aguero in 2015, I would say. Right now, why you want to sign Aguero? Even he's going to come for free. He's going to cost probably what? 20 million, 15 million euro per year. He's not playing the last year. He hasn't played.
There is no free meal, guys. There is no free meal. There is money. There is no free meal. Come on.
And talking about characters again, why Aguero? I mean, great player. Great player. Not saying anything.
Again, in 2016, 2015, or in would have loved having Aguero, honestly, with us. In 2021, I would like to move on.
We joke about Douglas Costa's physical condition. Douglas Costa is younger than Aguero. He plays less video game online on Twitch than Aguero, and he's maybe more active on Instagram than Dybala. So why? He having a lot of injuries lately. Of course, Aguero is the biggest goal scorer in the history of Manchester City, which is not a top club in history, but yet he had some great numbers. But again, at that age, having so many injuries, having to adapt to a new challenge, and come on, we need right now. Juventus need players that are
good leaders. We need leaders.
We need to go younger,
physically fit, and technically stable, and we don't have those aspects in Aguero.
Yeah, so but that's why I hate international break, because international break start, Ronaldo is going to leave Juventus. The international break is going toward the end. Okay, Cristiano Ronaldo is going to stay Juventus. International break start.
Guys, international break, and what about the goal that the goal line that didn't work for Ronaldo? I mean
I think
unbelievable.
Since Ronaldo moved from Real Madrid to Juventus, basically he's not getting any call with Juventus and any call with the Portugal national team. It's funny, honestly.
Guys, the qualification. I mean, how is it possible that FIFA doesn't allow the goal line technology, doesn't allow the VAR? I mean, it's in 2021.
I think the reason is because since there is some games that are not played they're not being played or they're not playing Italy, Spain, Germany, or England. You play game playing like in Kosovo or Azerbaijan or like mine. Let me say. I don't want to offend anybody, but country were less rich than what the other countries. So I think not all the countries have the same technology. Okay,
but the federation needs to pay. Federation pays for it.
Oh,
exactly.
Look, to me,
FIFA needs to take some money and make it possible.
I agree. But if there is 10 games, I'd rather have VAR and goal line technology in 5 of the 10 games than in 0 game.
On a qualification.
The point
do you remember Henry goal against Ireland?
The deal is, honestly, if the federation is asking these things, the VAR and the goal line technology, if the national home ground doesn't have that, you lose the possibility to play at your stadium, basically, because it's such an important situation. Of course, you can argue about, you use these.
No, but look,
lower division, but it's so important.
I understand that San Marino San Marino against the Faroe is gonna play without VAR or goal line technology. I don't think we give a damn. So just to be honest. Okay, but I rather have like 5 out of 10 games with this like technology that is gonna help the game, because honestly, what happened for Portugal? Actually, Portugal was playing in Serbia, and I think the game was in Belgrade. And the stadium is like they play Champions League or Europa League in the stadium. So, and that was an important game for Portugal, because if Portugal is able to beat Serbia at the home, and I would say they almost qualified for the next World Cup. So this is a huge missed call by them. So we'll see. It's funny that since Ronaldo moved from Real Madrid, he's not getting any call with you're going to be neither with Juventus or with the Portugal team. I guess Florentino Perez is more powerful than Luciano Moggi.
Amigo mio.
So the last topic I have for today is this. Okay, we need to talk about Locatelli, because all of a sudden Locatelli became
the savior.
No, he's the savior, and a mixture between Pogba, Milinkovic-Savic, Iniesta, Xavi, and Pirlo, and that's all of these player got together, and they make and the result is Locatelli. So if you go on Twitter, on the social media, talking about you look like Locatelli is the, I don't know, it's like a Messi 2.0. I don't know. So I don't know what you think.
I imagine a man in a Sassuolo headquarters doing this. Money.
And we don't and we don't realize that, Thiago. No, when we we follow and we write on Twitter, and we just
it's just a trend.
I know.
Since people tend to follow the mass, because we need to be honest today. We need to say the truth. We need to be honest. Okay, people tend to follow what the other people say, right? Because and
okay,
the trend. Okay, Juventus have an issue in midfield, and yes, it's true. I agree. Okay, Locatelli is a young, talented Italian player. We need to get Locatelli because we need the Italian, young, and talented player. Yes. Do you know which what Locatelli excel? What is the best? No. But we just need the Locatelli. Locatelli is gonna make the team like this better.
We saw this with Tonali. We saw something like that.
Yeah,
with Tonali, with Verratti.
I would say Verratti is a decent player, even on the national stage.
But before he became a decent player, a good player. He was already put on the throne as the best midfielder ever.
So that means that I'm against Juventus signing Locatelli. No, I'm not.
But I recognize that also because of this trend, this movement, call it however you want to call it, it's gonna be quite difficult for Juventus to sign Locatelli.
No, but you were speaking about Tonali. Okay, last year at this moment, Tonali it looked like it was costing 60-70 million euro, right? After he played like 1 year with Brescia. At the end of the day, in Milan. I saw Tonali play like 2 or 3 times, and I never find anything interesting with the player. Okay, at the end, Milan got him for 35 million, I think, 30 or 35 million. Okay, so if we can get Locatelli in that range of price, let me say 50 million plus for Botta, 20 million plus for Botta. Okay. So basically, it's like in 90 million.
What the hell?
15. Sorry.
Oh my God.
No. 15 between 15 and 20 plus for a Botta.
Piece of cake.
Exactly. Perfect. Get it. Okay.
You know, people about Dr. Deno, about Verratti, people back in the day said, "Oh, Verratti needs to be the starting player for the Italian national team." But at that time, we saw, for example, Montolivo and Thiago Motta, which played with the number 10 guy.
Normolivo.
Of course, Verratti is better than
but
guys.
look, Juventus should have signed Verratti out of Pescara, okay, and it was cheap, and Paris Saint-Germain offered a little bit more money, and he got president. I think Juventus should sign Verratti back then, okay, but we were speaking about 10, 11, 12 million euro. That, of course, maybe right now they're like at 25 million, okay. But if you look at Locatelli, we're gonna sign for like 15 to 20 plus a player. Okay. Do I want to spend that 35, 40 million that we don't have right now for a player like Locatelli? Absolutely not.
Yeah. To me, the reason why I hate mercato, calcio mercato in general, but this specific mercato, because it's hard for us, because unless you know personally or through someone else Locatelli, I mean, what kind of man he is, you don't really know if he's fit for our jersey, or is gonna be another Ramsey situation. I'm saying that because I think during this market that's what they're gonna consider.
It looks like
what kind of man
he looks like he's a nice guy. He looks like with the head on his shoulder, so he looks like so I'm not really worried about his attitude or that kind of stuff, even because he grew up in Milan, and Milan, we know that you need to have the right attitude to be in Milan. Okay, so
no, the attitude, not the attitude, but I mean, depends what kind of attitude you mean, but the attitude in terms of leadership.
I
was saying before.
Okay.
I want someone like Federico. I want someone like Federico. I want someone like Weston McKennie. I want this kind of players. I'm more worried about saving them, because it's becoming little by little a very tough season, and the risk is that we lose also the good things that we have right now. Talking about midfield, no. So we know for sure there are a couple of players that are gonna be on the market, and we're gonna try to sell or swap. But I'm not worried about who's coming in, because the only name I would care about because I already know him is Paul. That's the only one who would drive me crazy. The rest, I trust Paratici, Cherubini.
No, I agree.
But I trust them, hoping that they're evaluating these things that I just said.
Look, okay, I agree with you, Andrea. Before going to before addressing what Daniel is saying here, and we need player. I'm not against Locatelli, but we have a player that I think is similar or could become really similar. This is Arthur. Okay, so I don't say that they're not the same player, but they're similar. I would like to say. Okay, I would like to see Juventus getting player like Orar, Pogba, this kind of player that can play the Paul, or player that can play the double, they can defense and can attack, especially they can play one touch, okay, and they can go vertical, because that's the kind of midfielder that we're missing right now. So I would like to
look at that. It's better than it's way closer to play as a regista than Arthur.
Yeah, but Arthur needs to learn that.
We don't know. Yeah. We don't know Fagioli yet, guys.
Exactly. So what? And then this is the last topic we have. Okay. And since everybody was speaking for like the last 2 months about Fagioli, okay, today under 23, if you don't know, lost the second straight game, and I think they lost 1-0 against Pro Patria today, and I think they lost 2-1 last week against the Pergolettese that were playing without 11 players because they was decimated by COVID. Okay, and in both of these games, Juventus under 23 team can play with Di Pardo, with Fagioli, with Ake, with Felix Correa. That if you go to Twitter, Juventus social media, okay, if you always the famous social media fans, it looked like Di Pardo was probably the new Maldini, Felix Correa was the new Figo, Fagioli was the new Iniesta, and Ake was the new Agüero. Okay, so the other day we lost twice against the average third division team. Okay, so all that. I'm talking shit about our young player. No, I'm not talking shit about our young player because I would like to see them play, getting some playing time. But maybe there is some reason why they're not playing. That's
People
it.
blame the coach. People will put the hand in the boy's head, but blame the coach in the end of the day,
It
even
could
without
also
watching the match.
it could also be the opposite.
Yeah.
That because they don't play, then they don't
Other reason.
give good prestation during the
Performance.
national team.
I don't know.
There is a problem in the system, in the Italian system, when we talk about believing and investing on the youth generation, and I'm very happy to say that Juventus is ahead also for this. Better than Juventus in Italy, probably only Atalanta, that has a long history of youth soccer system.
Torino was really good.
Hopefully we're gonna keep working like this, and other teams are gonna follow our example.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that Juventus should play more this youngster. But since I'm not at La Continas every day, okay, I'm not seeing them every time, every training, okay. Maybe if this player are not getting playing time, neither when everybody's missing and we need to adapt Danilo playing in the midfield, okay, maybe there is a reason. That's all I'm saying. Because if I go on Twitter on my phone and say it looks like Fagioli is the new Iniesta, well, okay, I would like to. Hopefully,
He
But
can,
as we-
he
as-
could, but he could not.
As
Also
we,
not.
we spoke about it in some episodes ago, that if Fagioli plays for the first team, he will not be able to play in that third division. So that's kind of a situation as well that the team needs to adapt. Of course, the first team is more important, but yet that is a process that the kid needs to go through.
Yeah.
So it's difficult.
guys. So it's nice being the jerk sometime. Okay, and I think sometimes we cannot say we cannot say everything is fine. We need to say something that there is some issue, but we know there is some issue. But as always, it's nice talking with you guys, and we need to do later in the week because there is an important game being played this Saturday, and it would be nice to see Juventus winning because I miss Juventus winning. And if we're not gonna win against Torino, that would be fun to see what's gonna happen, honestly. But I don't even think about that.
If we're not gonna win against Torino, at least give me 2-2, minute 90 with Maresca. At least give me something like this.
I just want to win 1-0 with I don't know. I just want to win. Yes, I would take it.
1-0, Trezeguet, minute 92.
That's a classic.
Not able to take the shirt off because he was so embarrassed.
Or like Quadrado
Andrea
and 90
Pirlo.
second. Oh, Andrea
Pirlo. Andrea Pirlo from 40 meters.
Quadrado with his ass. Well, we have time, Daniel, for the prediction. Yeah, we need to go live. Like probably, I would say Friday. We should do something like a pre-game Friday, maybe. Yeah. Guys, thank you.
Ciao, Daniel.
And fino alla fine.
Fino alla fine, forza Juventus.
Sempre.